Okay, it's dark out here, and it's incredibly spooky. Pastor Mike said he'd meet me at least an hour ago, and I haven't seen him anywhere. Have you guys seen him? No? Okay, well, that means he's got to be around here somewhere, right?
Oh my. Oh, hey kids, you might be wondering why we're here in this spooky graveyard. Well, it's October, and October is one of the scariest months of the year. But is it really? I mean, when we get through with this month, you're gonna see, well, you don't really have to have all those fears in your life. You know, there's some natural fears that the kids have from 1 day old to 6 months old. Every one of those kids, like I've got a grandbaby named Bentley. If he were to hear this noise right here, wow, you would see his little lips quiver, push out, and you would have thought he saw a scary mask. Oh, that's not all. When you get to that 6 to 9 month old age, right in that realm, there are some spooky things, like for real, scary masks. If one of those children that age saw this mask, it would terrify them. Hey, a little toy. Talking about freaky, we give little kids these little toys with these freaky little clowns that come out of them. They make it sound like this. Boy, when that little clown pops out, it will frighten a child right out of his gizzard. Hey, you know what really is one of those freaky years of getting through those natural fears? Well, it's that 2 to 3 year old years. That's it, the most terrifying, the spookiest. You will see a 2-year-old tremble in their diaper when they take a look at this. We're not here to talk about toilets and scary masks and scary sounds. We're here to talk about things in the Bible. During this Bump in the Night series, we're going to be looking at, you know, the Bible has mummies in it. Do you know that there are the times when Jesus comes back, it says he's going to come in with a shout, a loud noise? Well, that could be scary for some. But we're also going to be talking about those things that are between heaven and earth, those places that are unseen, scary times. Now, don't freak out. We're going to look at the Bible. The Bible's a safe place. It's going to be a lot of fun. Hey, today, we're looking at a guy that was mummified. Hey guys, while we're still here in this graveyard, let me set up our first Bump in the Night message. You see, well, let's go with this. Here's a piece of fresh sandwich bread, and well, here's a not so fresh piece of sandwich bread. In this hand holds that fresh piece. I want this to represent life. You know, there's a lot of people that will argue about when life begins, but the Bible's very clear about it. The Bible says that life begins in those very smallest moments, when it would take a magnifying glass to see you right nestled so warmly, comfortably, squarely, right in the center of your mother's belly. It is one of the most awesome places for life to start. Well, many people would try to challenge that, but don't be challenged by it. Life begins when God gave life to your mother right there in the center of your mother's belly. And then, well, on this hand, we've got death. Sounds scary during the month of October, doesn't it? Death. Well, yeah, it's not scary because Jesus promised us. The Bible promised us. There's a verse in the book of Hebrews that says that he's appointed under every man, every woman, every child, you can't escape it, death. Everyone will have life and everyone's going to experience death. We can't control those. PB&J's, like I said, one of my favorite sandwiches. You know, we're not here to talk about life and death today. No, want to talk about everything that's in between, just like a PB&J sandwich. What makes a peanut butter jelly sandwich is everything that's in the middle. You see, what we're going to learn today is what it's all about, what makes you alive is the things that are in the middle between life and death. You know, there are people, the Bible says, who are like the walking dead. Ooh, scary, huh? Well, we're not here to talk about zombies and mummies, but the Bible says there are people who are dead in their sins. Oh, that's right. Their heart's beating, their lungs are moving, they've got brain activity, they're walking around your schools and malls everywhere. But they're really, the Bible says, they're like the walking dead because, well, they don't have life. They don't have that thing that gives you life. We're gonna spend a little time in the next few minutes talking about the things that make life better than a PB&J. You know what? We're gonna go visit somebody. You're gonna like them, a special friend of yours and mine in Kitchen Corner.
Deep, deep within the dark forest lives a man so sinister that he puts ketchup on his ice cream. Today you will see the most evil scientist in a way that you've never seen him before. It's time for Dr. Destructo's Creepy Kitchen. Now, let's take a peek into the kitchen and see what Dr. Destructo is cooking up today.
Hey guys, welcome to Kitchen Corner, and not just any kitchen corner, but Dr. Destructo's Kitchen Corner. That's right, we're in Dr. Destructo's very own home, and well, Doctor, hey, Doctor. Doctor,
Hey.
Where'd you, well, welcome.
Well, I was down there. Heard you say my name, I came up.
It's good to have you with us. Welcome to the scary month of October. We're talking about things that go bump in the night.
Yes, well, you came to the right place. As you can see, my mansion is very haunted, but, well, my kitchen is a place of solitude. It's where I like to, really ease up and take my...
I'm a little surprised about the flowers.
Yes, well, you have to make the kitchen a place that feels the most like home. And really, honestly, because I don't come in here a whole lot.
Well, listen, when we do Kitchen Corner, we always want to leave the kids with some goodies that they can make at home. And since this is a scary month of October, what kind of goodies would Dr. Destructo make during the month of October?
Well, you came to the right place. It's very simple. We can make things like cockroach pie or scorpion smoothies or
God, we were hoping for something maybe that like kids like to eat.
oh, well, in that case, I guess we can make, we will make some of Dr. Destructo's little fly Rice Krispie treats. They're delicious. You're going to love them. It's very simple.
Are those fly droppings on those things?
Yes, that's why they're called fly Rice Krispie treats. They're very simple. Now here, you're going to take these. This is a box of Rice Krispies. This is the first ingredient you're going to need inside of them. Now, I'm not going to go through how to make Rice Krispie treats with you. It's on the side of every box. So you just take those and dump those in there like that. Just like that. Okay, they're like that. Now, you take that and you're going to put in 4 sticks of butter, just stuck them way down in there. And then you're going to take the marshmallows and just get in there like that, and then you're good. You have a whole entire Rice Krispie, and you dump it in chocolate, and you're good. You're done.
Dr. Destructo, that is not how you make Rice Krispie treats.
Okay, look, I don't have time right now to make you a full Rice Krispie treat fly pie because I have to go back downstairs and get back to work on my real experiment.
Well, how are the kids gonna know how to make this? It's Kitchen Corner.
Okay, fine. Get this out of the way. I'm sure I have something else that I can do. Perfect. How about we make one of my famous mummy dogs? Would you like me to make one of my mummy dogs for you?
Mummy dogs would be great because we're actually talking about mummies in the zone today.
Well, you came to the right place because Goop loves these. He really does. I make him make them for me on a normal basis. Now,
Mummy dogs.
Mummy dogs.
Well, let's get to it.
Here's what you're going to need. First, you're going to need a pack of hot dogs, all right? You can find these at any local store. You're also going to need a little bit of flour and some crescent roll bread. It's very, very simple. The first thing you're going to do is take the flour like this, and you're going to you're just going to put it on the table much like this. Just really make a mess with it. You want to get it all in there, and then don't want to drop these. You're not going to need these next. Now, I'm going to need you to open this. You open those.
Why do you want me to open them?
Well, because my hands are all dirty.
Wait a minute. You're afraid of the pop.
No, I'm not afraid of the pop. The pop doesn't scare me. I'm Dr. Destructo.
You're afraid of the pop.
Fine, I will show you that I'm not afraid of the pop. Now, just give me a little bit of room here.
Give me that.
Okay, fine.
Woo!
Now, listen, you're going to need to take that and really roll it out flat. You need to give me this. You're going to roll it out flat so that you have plenty of room to really get into the next part, which is, well, it's my favorite part. It's where you take the knife. Yes, the knife is usually my favorite part of any recipe that we do. You're going to flatten this out very, very flat. Yes, there you go. Get your fingers in it. All right, smash it out. Get the anger out. There you go. Just think of all the angry things. There you go. Very nice. Okay, too much anger. Too much anger. Now, you're going to take this and you're going to simply take the knife and very easily cut these into little bitty strips that you're going to wind around your hot dog. All right? I think we're about ready. Very good. Now, take your hot dog, all right? You're going to put it in the crescent roll like so and very gently roll it around until you mummify your little hot dog.
Now, do you take them different directions each time you go?
Yes, absolutely. No mummy is wrapped perfectly. You have some fun with it. Just take it and wrap it in several different directions, but just make sure you get plenty of bread on the hot dog. And then you'll lay these in a pan much like this. You'll pop them inside the oven, and then you will come out with beautiful mummy dogs that look a little something like this. And they are delicious.
Wow, can I try one?
Absolutely, dunk it in the ketchup. Dunk it in the ketchup. It's just ketchup, that's all it is. Mmm. Delicious, right?
That's the best mummy I've ever eaten.
Well, I'm glad to hear that.
That is awesome. Well, Dr. Destructo, I'm gonna get back to the kids. This is some, thanks, buddy.
Hey, no problem. Come back anytime.
Hey, tell Goop I said hi.
I will not, but
Thank
thanks anyway. All right, see you later. Now that he's gone, we can get to the real science, which is bringing mummy dogs to life. Yes, we need a little juice for that. Now, hold on to your hats. Ah! It's alive! It's alive! Okay, it's burnt. I burnt it. Great.
Hey guys, it's always fun stepping out of Kitchen Corner because there's always some tasty treats, and well, this one, our Dr. Destructo, really a friend of the zone, he made us a mummified hot dog, and I can't wait to get home and try these with my family. But you know, we are here to talk about mummies. Mummies during the scary month of October. Do you know the Bible actually has a mummy in it? Oh, his name is Lazarus. Lazarus was a mummy. Let me tell you how he got there. Lazarus was actually one of the best friends of Jesus. And he had obviously turned sick, and sick to almost, I guess, to the point of death. His family got very worried, and I'm assuming all the doctors and everybody in the area couldn't help Lazarus. So they came to Jesus because they knew that he did miracles and he could actually heal Lazarus, his best friend. Funny thing is, when Jesus heard that Lazarus was sick, he basically said, I don't have time right now to get there. I'll get there when I can. Sad part is by the time he got there, his best friend had died. Jesus, his best friend, had died, Lazarus. Jesus, the Bible says 4 days later, he decided to go visit. I'm pretty sure Jesus already knew that he had died. And when he gets there, he had something that he wanted to show the people there that they had never seen before. He gets there and he asked his sisters, he said, hey, where's your brother? He knew where he was at. He said, I'm gonna go visit with him, if you will. And well, Martha, who had tears running down her face, she was sad. You would be sad too if your brother had died. She says, Jesus, you can't go. You can't go see Lazarus, for he's been in a grave. He's been mummified. Because see, when people died in the Bible, they actually mummified them. Ooh, a little creepy, huh? Mummified them. Now, we don't mummify people in our time. We actually dig a hole, put people in a box, and cover them up with dirt. That's what we do with people who have died. But in Bible times, they mummified them. So Lazarus, mummified, dead, laying in a grave. Jesus steps up to that, and Martha says, whoa, wait a minute, Jesus, you can't go near that grave. You can't go in there. He stinks. He's decomposing. There's a scary word for the scary month of October. His body was actually decomposing, and Martha knew it, and she said, Jesus, his flesh already stinketh. Ooh, it must have smelled pretty bad. But you know what? That didn't stop Jesus. He stepped right up to that grave and he shouted out with a loud voice. He said, Lazarus, come out of that grave, come alive. And you know what happened? Immediately, Lazarus, laying in the mummified position, immediately gets up, and I'm imagining he must have had to hop out because he was, mummified. His feet were bound, his hands were bound, he had wrappings around his head. He probably was mumbling, but nobody could hear him. He was eyes he couldn't see, and he was probably stumbling, bumbling, falling everywhere. Remember, he was dead. Very, very dead. I've often thought, I wonder what would have happened had Jesus not called out the name Lazarus. If he'd have just said, hey, come out of the grave. Would all the graves had opened up? Kind of interesting thought, isn't it? But he didn't. He called Lazarus by name. You know, when I was 8 years old, he called me by name. No, I didn't hear him say Mike, but I heard him calling out in my heart saying, I needed him. And he invited me to really accept him into my heart, and I did. Just like Lazarus responded to that name calling, I came right out of that dead place. Remember, I talked about the walking dead? I was the walking dead. I was dead in my sins. I was basically walking around like a dead boy until Jesus called my name and I said, come into my life. And Jesus, just like he did with Lazarus, the Bible says he gave me a new life, and I came out of my old life, it's dead, and now I've got a new life, just like Lazarus. So the question is, has Jesus called your name? If he has, have you responded to it? And if he hasn't, are you listening? Because today might be the day he's actually going to call your name, specifically your name, and you could come out and go, I want a new life. Hey, so the first thing we want to tell you during the scary month of October is you can actually come to know Jesus. He's called your names. But listen, there was a second command that oftentimes people miss. So sit up straight and tall, boys and girls, and listen to this. Jesus actually told other people, remember, mummified, there he is, all bound up in cloth. There was some people standing around, and Jesus said, hey guys, go unbind him, go untie him, go take off all the mummy clothes so the guy can be free. Lazarus couldn't walk all bound up. Jesus never intended to raise Lazarus from the dead and leave him all bound up where he had to walk around like this for the rest of his life. What was interesting is Jesus told other people to go untie him. You know, I believe there are a lot of people in our lives, if we let them, they'll help us get untied. I know, who are they? Some of them are the most obvious. Mom, dads, they're some of the greatest people to help untie us. Teachers, grandmas, grandpas, maybe aunts and uncles. Hey, church. Church is a great place to get. I know what you're thinking. I'm not tied up. Oh, yes, you are. See, we can be tied up as kids with some things that just bind us up, make us afraid. Fear. Fear's one of those things that can bind us up, stops us from playing baseball, stops us from doing things at school, stops us from getting involved because we're afraid, we're scared. Another one is jealousy. Jealousy can bind us up, always worrying about what other people have, never grateful, never happy, gives you a terrible heart and binds you up. There are other things, anger, oh my gosh. Anger can be one of those worst things that just bind you up. Who wants to be around an angry? I don't want to be around a mummy, that's freaky. Nor do I want to be around an angry person. Frustrations, always frustrated, always aggravated, never happy. That can bind us up. And if you allow Jesus, that has placed the people around you to help you with these things, you know what? You could have life. Because see, what we said is, life begins right at the beginning, right in the place, that warmest place called your mama's belly, and death is going to happen. But what we really want to know about is the PB&J. How can you have an amazing life? How can you have a peanut butter and jelly filled life? How can you have a life bigger, badder, and better? It's pretty easy. Listen to Jesus when he calls your name. He's going to call it. And when he does, ask him into your heart. And what else? Allow life, those people around you, to help unbind you from those things called sin that still have you wrapped up. Be free from those things, and I promise you, you're going to have a life like a PB&J sandwich. Everything in the middle, absolutely bigger and better and badder. Hey, I got to get out of this creepy museum. This place is freaky, especially during the scary month of October. But man, where's that special treat that Dr. Destructo made? You know that Rice Krispie one? Has anybody seen it? Oh, thank you. Ah!
Got him.